G'day everyone, we're back for another little update of the VR6 3.4 project, and today it's turbo time. So what we have here is my little short manifold to link into the OEM 3.6 manifolds, and they will hook onto them and put a big honkin' turbo there. 3-inch dump down one side of there, link into the factory system. I probably want to at some point put a dump to atmosphere valve off there as well. Other updates would be changed out the old broken loom so all my plugs aren't broken anymore. Oh, gotta fix that one up though. What else? 1100cc injectors are installed, so the fuel rail sits a little lower. I had to put a little couple of spaces along the front there and shorten all the RCP standoff aluminium mounts of these little suckers down here. Oh, cuts all over my hand from frantically mechanicking and welding and all that other crap yesterday. Standard exhaust off the car. How many O2 sensors does this thing have? Like 4 from factory is insane. Anyway, I'm going to stop the video now and start wrenching. Be back soon. Okay people, part 2. All that is sweat. Yes, it is freaking hot here in Cairns today, but there is my header installed. Pretty happy with that. Looks good. The best part about that header wrap, apart from it holding in the heat, is you can't see how crappy my welds are. But it'll do the trick. So there we go. Oh, other little update here. Got rid of that plastic coolant outlet that normally goes to the heater hose. Had a TIG welded on 90 degree 316 fitting. Couple other fittings here. This served well as an air vent to bleed air from the system, but I'm going to screw 1/8 NPT temp sensor in there, then now coolant goes back here like it normally would. Probably going to end up having to put another T on here as well for turbo coolant, and then that I'm going to probably then vent back into a line which will go along the top here up to the washer bottle. So my hose from the top radiator hose here will go up to the turbo return line and then blow the hottest of the hot water over there into the coolant bottle. Anyway, that's update 2. Alright, so it's in. This is a GT3584 RS, fairly common turbo upgrade for XR6 turbos, which is a 4-litre inline 6 here in Australia, but also known as the Barra motor. But anyway, it's in, and now got to do the coolant hookup, hot pipe. Oh, it's an internally gated turbo, so that saves a whole lot of effort with stuffing around with screamer pipes and external gates and all the other BS, and having to run 2 lines to your external gate because they all bleed down the valve. But anyway, easy solution, bolt on, and pretty happy with that. I was thinking about my coolant line. I can probably just run the top hose from the radiator straight up into the turbo and then straight over to the bottle. I think that's going to be my plan. Don't need to mess around with anything going on here because the turbo won't need coolant until it's up to temperature, and by that point yeah, there'll be coolant going through that hose. So other than that, I'm pretty happy with today's progress. One other thing I had to do was put the MAF sensor back on. I discovered that pulsing the input to the ECU was not sufficient to keep the errors away, and only worked for a little while. So I'm going to data log this, and then when I've got an RPM versus map or RPM versus throttle position, I'll then be able to put that into a grid and use a module that you can buy from Haltech, but I bought one cheap off eBay, a frequency to voltage converter that outputs a 0 to 5 volts based on frequency input, and that will do the job of confusing the factory ECU into thinking it still has a MAF. This is a nice little piece, the Aeroflow adapter to V-band. I'm going to have to machine up a V-band tomorrow that will positively lock into that recess, and then I can do the dump pipe, put a little flex joint down here, and hopefully the rest of it goes pretty smoothly. Anyway, that's about it for the moment. Can't start it anymore because I've got no oil in the turbo, but that won't take long to sort out. I've done the drain side down on the sump somewhere there. Let's get under the car and have a look. So right there on the front of the filter housing is a dirty oil outlet, but I'll be running a dedicated filter from Turbo Smart. And back here underneath the CV joint, and hopefully a little bit above the oil line, is the return. It's going to be a long path to get it all the way up there, but a long path will hopefully work well for getting rid of aeration and all that other crap that happens to hot oil that drains out of turbos. So that's it for now. Oh, that's right. Also did the brakes. Haven't got rear rotors yet, so not quite drivable at the moment, but anyway, that's all for now. Cheers.